I want to start something. Just remember to get your free pen, your free tactical pen, complete with window breaker. In the description of this video, you will find the link that will take you to the website where you can get your very own tactical pen. And you can say, I got it from Eddie's Funhouse. We're at Eddie's Funhouse again. I learned my lesson. My lesson in not changing something as good as Eddie's Funhouse. Oh wow, I got a like right away. Oh wow. I gotta be careful. What's it called? The spring. There's a little spring. Hello. He who likes to change his name a lot. Now it's Dr. Skipper. Dr. Shrinker? Dr. Skipper? All right. You like David Risch, don't you? You kind of mimic him when you say thoughts on. Thoughts on. You're emulating the emulation of David Risch. So now we got two people. How about that? How about that? How about that? I don't know. What happened to Sophia and Skylar? All these people. Pinky, you dislike. Why? You never explain. You never explain why. You just say you don't. I want to move my button. The button on my shorts. I had a button. They put the button too far to the right, and it squeezes me when I button that button. Maybe I'll sit here only to have another pair of pants or shorts. Hello, Josh. Welcome. While I sew the button on properly. Hi there. Josh, Dr. Skipper, aka Mike D. I guess Mike D was the first one to join. Nobody likes to put first anymore. It's a pleasure. Okay. That's right, Mike D.E.E. All I want to do is have some fun. And I've got the feeling I'm not the only one. All I want to do is have some fun until the sun comes up over Santa Monica Boulevard. Squid Game 2. Squid. I love you. Isn't it nice to hear that somebody loves you in spite of it all that's going on, all the gaslighting, all the confusion? I hope this doesn't continue. I don't want my life to freeze again. In my city, there's a Gold Dust Pizza Parlor. Really? Gold Dust Pizza Parlor. I like you. And I welcome you back to Eddie's Funhouse in Modesto, California. Gold Dust Pizza. Really? You should take a photograph. Or actually make a short. Make a short of the Gold Dust Pizza. I don't think you have any videos. I don't think you've made any videos. Why have a YouTube channel if you don't make videos? That's counterproductive. Counterintuitive. Counterintelligent. Counterintelligence. Over the counter. They were asking, some guy was asking, which country has the lowest IQ? You're from Indonesia. Okay. What time is it over there? It's probably pretty late. Here it is 5:02. It's 5:02 in Canada also. We're on the same longitude. Hi, it's me, Goku. Welcome. I guess I'm doing roll call. Hello. I'm eating Tic Tacs. Every once in a while I like to eat a Tic Tac. They don't make them fresh they don't freshen your breath like the mint Tic Tacs. Hello, hello. Which flavor? Multiple flavors. These are the fruit flavored. It's called Fruit Adventure. Fruit Adventure Tic Tacs. My mouth is going on an adventure. My favorite car right now it's the Mercedes-Benz. Actually, I like those Hondas. If I had to buy a car and I had the money, Hondas run a long time. They get they have a good reputation. No, I do not play Reeboks or Rollbox. I hear it's pretty popular. Yes, the Hondas are good cars. They're not too expensive. Some of those luxury cars, that's all they are, is luxury cars. Mine's 10 years old, and it's got a lot of parts that have needed to be replaced. It's like a high maintenance car. The performance is just the same as all the other cars, it seems. I like the Honda Civic. That's what I had. I had a Honda Civic. I think it was a Honda. No, I had a Honda. I'm trying to remember which one. The Accord. I had the Honda Accord. You play Rollbox? A lot of people do. A lot of the younger generation, they like that Rollbox. Mustangs. I see Mustangs a lot here in Georgia. Mustangs. Sometimes I see old ladies driving Mustangs. They're those really like the muscle car Mustangs. And I think Ford makes them. Yeah, old ladies riding Mustangs. And youngsters too, people who can afford a Mustang. Nowadays, that's right. They go, what car would be good for me? I'll sell you a Mustang. Because you're old and you have lots of money. Put you in a Mustang. I love you. And welcome back to Eddie's Funhouse. I've gone back to that name. People like it. People like Eddie's Funhouse. That's probably why I lost so many views. Your favorite has to be, Corvette. Corvette. I wonder how good those are on gas. Hi, Camille. I think it is Camille. Welcome to Eddie's Funhouse. We'll see how many people stay until the end. Stay until the end. I'll try to entertain. I'll try to make this, you subscribed. Well, thank you for that. Thank you. I can always use more subscribers. And you know what? I'll do my best to retain my subscribers. You like 2007 Ford Mustang V6. That's right. You got to pay for a lot of gas for a V6. 6 cylinders. Boom, boom. I always like the sound of a good car. Do you like any sports? I kind of like MMA. I like I like watching archery. I think archery is still a sport. How long the stream? I don't know. I guess for as long as I can handle. They say don't do what you can't handle. You play Roblox Squid Game too. All right. You know what? You do you. That's what more people need to do. Just do you. Whatever you is. Do that. Don't interfere with another person. Just do you. Accept no judgments. You need to be in a judgment-free. That's what this is. Eddie's Funhouse is a judgment-free atmosphere. I don't want, yeah, no judgments. You like you. Thank you. I like that you like me in the YouTube. YouTube. You could be someplace else, but you chose to be here. Wish me love a wishing well, kiss and tell. Wish me love a wishing well, kiss and tell, a wishing well of butterfly tears. My mom just got a phone call. Do you know Baby Shark? I'm sure a lot of people know Baby Shark do 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 do, Baby Shark do 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 do. It goes down the list, doesn't it? Like Grandma Shark do 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 do, Grandma Shark do 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 do. Doesn't it? Is there a Daddy Shark somewhere in there? Baby Shark do 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 do. And then there's, what else is there? There's the taco song. Can you play 7 years? 7 years. Oh, it sounds like Marge. Marge is on the phone. Or one of Mom's lady friends. Did you ever see Green? I have not seen Green Elephant. I get a younger audience. I've noticed that. You play Roblox Blocks Fruits. Do you ever go outside? It's springtime now. Today I was enjoying some spring weather. I'm trying to figure out who that is. My mom's talking to somebody. Balls? You're 30. Balls. Are you just spamming? Spamming is not allowed here. It's a song by Lucas Graham. Sorry. It is a funny word though. Hit the like button. That's right. If you so desire, if you don't mind, hit the like button. I got 9 likes so far. Meow. 9 likes. Meow. I'm trying to figure out who that is she's talking to. I can hear in the next room what's going on. You're subscribed. Good, then you're halfway there. You're halfway there. Whoa, living on a prayer. Take my hand and we'll make it, I swear. You play Roblox. Wow, you're into Roblox. Is it a passion? Do you have a passion for fashion? Hopefully this is interesting enough to keep you all watching. I play a little flute. I talk about Roblox, even though I don't even play Roblox. Wow, 11 likes. Feed my addiction to likes. I'm addicted to likes. I have a fever. The only prescription is more likes. Minecraft. My nephew plays Minecraft. For those in the UK, do you think you can get 100 likes? Probably not. I need some help to get 100 likes. There we go. That's Canada. That's the Canadian national anthem. I, I remembered national anthem. I can make sounds with my jaw harp. Lots of emojis. So you are in. You said it was Indonesia. I get some people from Indonesia who watch my shorts, the shorts that I make, that I produce. I produce my own shorts, and people sometimes like them. Lately, they haven't. They haven't been clicking on my. They haven't been clicking on my shorts lately. The YouTubers. When I say they, I mean YouTubers. What do I have here? I need to get a Ziploc bag. These bags don't Ziploc. Oh, you know what? I have my angel coins. I forgot I had my angel coins. Where is everyone? There's only 2 people. It's been 18 minutes. I guess they just check in to say hi. They don't really want to stick around. How do we make a country? You Now Squid Game. Squid Game 2. You're pretty much into that, huh? You're very much into the Roblox. I should have got a Ziploc bag. I opened the bag now. You're 6 years old. How does it feel to be 6 years old? I was 6 years old many, many, many years ago. Many, many, many years ago. I learned how to tie my shoe. 5 years old, which I guess is the average. How old were you when you learned to tie your shoes? How old were you when you first rode a bicycle without training wheels? I was so proud of myself when I was able to ride a bicycle without training wheels. I just couldn't get back. I couldn't wait to get back on and ride proudly. 3 people. That's right. And I'm freezing again. Maybe I shouldn't be freezing. Maybe the... Hello? Hello? I'm here. I don't know why I do that. I'm like a mockingbird. She plays into that all the time. She doesn't know the difference between a robocall and an actual caller. She'll talk to a robot call like it's an actual caller. I dealt with a robot call today. Robot call. You can tell the difference. How are you today? 12 like. Yes, we need 12 likes. As many likes as I can get. I do this on the fly. There's no script. There's no plan here. I just turn on the camera and answer questions. This is Eddie's Q&A. Some people like Q&As. Some of the questions can be funny. Some of the questions can be awe-inspiring. They can inspire you to awe. I want my money back for this Wi-Fi. Notice how it's freezing? It shouldn't be doing that. It should not be doing that. I keep having to... I hate having to make do. Make do. Make do. That sounds funny. Make do. Bunjet. Is that another language? Karen Benjet. I do the best I can with what I've got. And maybe that's not good enough. I've got to force things to happen. I have to use the force. Sometimes it feels like the force isn't with me. You ever feel like that? Like the force just isn't quite with you? Things could be going better. I talk to people and they tell me their problems. I'm like a free bartender. I'm like a bartender that doesn't get tips, that doesn't serve drinks. I just hear problems. But you know what? They're probably listening to my problems. Problems. We create problems. We as a collective, we like suffering. We seem to like suffering. The only better thing than the suffering is prolonged suffering. Why do we do that? You know what? We want to know that people are suffering more than we are. I think that's what's going on. Hello and welcome to Eddie's Funhouse. That's right. Eddie's Funhouse, where we talk about suffering. I think that's what it is people want to know that other people are suffering more than they are. So they cause suffering. Instead of making it easier on everybody, show up to work on time, have a good attitude, don't lag, don't dilly-dally, don't... 4 people, that's right. I see only 2 people. 12 likes. One of these days, I'm going to get a better connection. But I need to talk about it in the present tense. No, I am not. I am in America. probably right now one of the most hated countries, and it just got worse. Why do people have to make it worse? Why don't people think about making things better for everyone? Yes, you are in Indonesia. You sound proud. You sound proud to be from Indonesia. Some people come from the Philippines that show up here to Eddie's Funhouse. I guess I need to be in a better mood. I need to be in control of my mood. Things always go better when you have a good attitude and a good mood. It's funny how a feeling can turn into a mood. You can be in a good mood or a bad mood or a mediocre mood. Just don't let it turn into a mood. People like people who are in a good mood. It's Wednesday. Today is Wednesday. We're in the middle of the week, but you know what? We got through Wednesday. Now Thursday, we're almost the hump. You're over the hump at the end of Wednesday, and then Thursday comes. It ruins the whole mood. Friday, you're almost through. You're counting down to the end of school or the end of work, your work day. Why do we work on Saturday? Why don't we all just not work on Saturday or Sunday? When I was in school, we didn't do anything on Saturday or Sunday except watch cartoons, go out and play, or if our parents forced us, we'd go to church. I wish I spoke every language. I don't know why people type in other languages on this show. I don't know other language. I know very little of other languages. Because when you're living in the fishbowl that is America, there are lots of languages here now. I remember in the 70s, it was odd. It was very unusual to hear another language besides English. When you were on the playground, you could walk up to anybody and talk to them. And anywhere, at the supermarket, at the mall, you could talk to anybody because everybody spoke English. And people had to learn English. People had to know English. In the America I grew up in, you had to know English. If you wanted to migrate, now anything goes. You don't have to assimilate at all. There's no assimilation. There's no melting pot anymore. My native language was German. German and Irish. German, Irish, and English. That's my roots. But I had to learn English. So I couldn't keep speaking German. I had to speak English, or no one would understand me. But now, anything goes. It keeps us more divided. Because it's like, you have to press 1 if you want to hear it in English. Yep, only one person. You gotta press 1 for English now. Back in my day, that was what unified us. What unified us was the English language. In school, they taught English. They taught your lessons were in English. Everything, your books, all in English. The film projector spoke in English. Now, it's just anything goes. You could spin the wheel. And hopefully you'll land on, yes, I have two people now. Someone likes emojis. I'm just here. There's nothing really motivating me because not a lot of people watch this show. Not a lot of people watch this show. I just do it because I need to do something. Right now I need to do something. So here I am. Here I am turning on and watching people that I can't see. I'm talking to people I can't see. And now I'm just looking out the window. I'm just looking out the window. The sun sets at 6 o'clock. What's the show? It's Eddie's Funhouse. People of all ages come here. People of all ages in different countries, they all come here to Eddie's Funhouse. Just so they can count how many people are actually watching the show. They count to me and how many likes I have. And they type random things. While my teeth are rotting away. Shouldn't you be dead before your teeth rot? I think it's only fair. Before your teeth start to rot, you should be dead. Before you rot at all, you should already be dead. But it's like rotting doesn't slow down for anybody. You just start rotting even before you're dead. What games do I play? I don't play no games. I'm for real. I just like, at my age, I just like to go to the park and not hear anything. Not hear people, not hear the TV. Just watch people walk by. Watch the birds forage. This time of year, there are lots of robins. A lot of robins this time of year. Once in a while, I'll see a blue jay or a cardinal, but mostly robins. This is a good climate for them, I guess. At my age, I kind of like tic-tac-toe. I like playing tic-tac-toe. What I do is I bring Skittles with me to the coffee shop. Skittles and little cups. You know, those little Dixie cups. And I'll put a cup out for my competitor and one out for me. And every time you win tic-tac-toe, every time you win, you get another jelly bean. Can you play Roblox? No. Why do people do that? Talk to a 56-year-old guy. I guess it's because they don't have a grandpa. They have no grandpa, or they have no, their dad is probably at work all the time. And they just want to cuddle up, not cuddle up, but you know, they just want to talk to an older person. You play Minecraft? No? I sound pretty boring, don't I? I don't do all that stuff. I guess the less you do, the better you are. When you get old, you just want to do less stuff. Because it requires less energy. Some people like to play chess. I've played chess before. Usually at the coffee shop. I'll go to the coffee shop and I have this little sign that says, challengers wanted. And people will come up and play. They'll say, what game are we playing? You know, tic-tac-toe is the easiest because you don't have many pieces. You just have, what, 5 spots? No, 6 spots. 6 spots to tic-tac-toe. And then you could just cover each of the, you know, with an X or an O. And you win pretty fast. And you get yourself a jelly bean if you do win. I kind of like to switch it up a bit. Why don't people talk to people their own age? Doesn't it seem that it would be more fun? Yeah, I play Roblox. I play Roblox. I have my Pokemon cards. I have, fill in the blank, whatever youngsters do these days. Yes, sir. No Minecraft. My brother, not my brother, my nephew, my my brother's grandson. Yeah, my brother's grandson plays Minecraft. He dressed up like a transformer. My dad helped him build a transformer costume. It was pretty cool. He could actually transform into a tank. That must have been good for his imagination. When he stood up, it looked like he had a backpack on. And when he got on his knees and curled in, he would turn into a tank. I do not have Roblox. I guess it's pretty popular in Indonesia to play Roblox. I'm an old guy. Most people, they reach their 60s before they're an old guy. But I think I'm already an old guy. I'm about halfway through my 50s, and I still have my hearing. I'm thankful for that. I hear my heart beating in weird ways. I feel my heart catching up to beats, which is not good. My heart has to catch up. It misses a few beats. Hey, how's it going? It's Rick and Ahmad. Is that how it's pronounced? Ahmad? How's your home? How's your home area this afternoon or evening? Pretty relaxed? I have a pretty relaxed evening. You're doing pretty good. I'm glad. I like to hear when people are doing well. It always disturbs me when people are going through a tough time. My friend, she had to pay $500 for her medication. She's on, like a lot of elderly people, they're on medications. And her pills that she needs to prevent her from having a stroke was $500. And she said, that's half of my Social Security. Why don't you invite some friends? I do. I invite you all if you want to be my friend. By the way, if you're curious to who the guy in my profile is, that's my A-Rod. You were mentioning that. You do impressions. How many jelly beans have you won? It depends, how long the games go. I'd say about seven or eight. Because they usually have to go somewhere. We'll play for a while. Because again, these are total strangers. They'll come up, hold on. Or rather be wearing my A-Rod. Okay. You have a cat. There's a cat that comes and visits me once in a while. As long as I feed it, I'll have a cat visitor. You have a cat. Yes, you do. You said that already. How old are you? Ahmad, you said you were 6 from Indonesia? That's nice. It's nice to have a kitty cat. Meow. Meow. Well, at least this isn't a lost cause. Yeah, it is. I wonder where all my usual people are. That's interesting. As well as a dog. By the way. By the way. Some people use LOL a lot. LOL, BTW, or thanks, THX. It's bye-bye. I is bye-bye. I know for some people it's either one or the other. But for me, it's both. How many jelly beans have you won at a go? I already answered that. It was about 7. Because, like I said, they don't stay very long. Because I put up a little sign on the table that says challengers wanted, and they'll come up and they'll say, what game are we playing? Sometimes it's checkers, sometimes it's tic-tac-toe. I like to use Zener cards. Have you ever heard of those Zener cards? They're cards that have stars and squares and circles, and you guess which one it's going to be. It's supposed to improve your psychic ability. There was a girl that I was playing with, and she was really good at the Zener cards. She would get it right almost every time. Me, it wasn't every time, but I would get it right. She'd say circle, square, star, wavy lines. And every time she got it right, she would get a Skittle. And she won a lot of Skittles. Too many jelly beans makes a toll. Yes, it does. Too many jelly beans. You're back. Guess who's back? Me. Hello and welcome. We are once again Eddie's Funhouse. I won't do that again. I won't change the name. I thought it would be better. Yes, you used to do impressions. Me. Also, I did Nomar Garcipara. By the way, remember Willy Wonka? Veruca Salt used to say that. And by the way, when is my next stream? Usually around this time. This time, maybe tomorrow. Because again, I can't make promises. I usually shoot for, 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock. Was a Red Sox player. Okay. I see. Just like how Derek Jeter was a New York Yankee. New York Yankees. Wasn't the Cubs that had the curse? The Cubs, somebody brought a goat. He was told to take his goat someplace else. Bye-bye. Have a great day. I guess they did win the World Series just recently. They finally won. Them and the Red Sox both had curses. Yeah. Isn't that weird? People don't believe in curses, but why do they talk about them? Why do they think they're under curses if they don't believe in them? There's also TV shows they say are cursed. I think there's a link. I'm going to look for it. I'm going to look for the link that I have a link for curse removal. Her. Yeah, I know. You know what? I think I'm going to need to watch my health. If you'd like a curse to be removed, I will have a link in the description. If I can remember to put it there. Right now I've been pushing my tactical pen. You want your Roblox, you want to play Roblox. You're 6, right? Are you bored? You seem bored. I guess a 6-year-old kid would be bored. After school, hopefully you got your homework done. Hopefully you got your homework done. Please. Is that a middle finger? Why do you have a middle finger there? I've got 14 likes. That would be nice to have 100 likes per show, every time I do a show. It'd be nice to get paid to do this. Some people get paid to do a show. I think that'd be cool. That way you don't have to work. They condition you to work, to do things, to get what you want. Because people are lazy. They don't want to take on their own duties. If only we had more jelly beans. Then, yes, jelly beans. Maybe we could stop a war. Just bring out bags of jelly beans. I'd put down my rifle for a bag of jelly beans. If I had a rifle and a couple of grenades, I'd take a break from throwing grenades if somebody handed me some jelly beans. But then again, I like to laugh. I like to laugh at things like that. What can we do to stop wars? Stop sending people to war. That would stop a war. Nobody ever goes to war. They never just go to war. They're always drafted. Or some people enlist. But usually they're reluctant. People who go to war are reluctant to go to war. What about if we handed out gift cards? If people show up to war and you just handed out gift cards? Go to Walmart, go to Starbucks, go to McDonald's, and use your gift card. Nobody would be at the battlefield. If they had a helicopter and just dropped gift cards for for Dunkin' Donuts in the morning, wouldn't that be cool? Just go, in the morning, go get a helicopter and just start dropping gift cards to McDonald's and Dunkin' Donuts. People would grab up those gift cards and head off to Dunkin' Donuts or Krispy Kreme or Black Angus, Outback Steakhouse. Nobody would be shooting anybody. No one would be shooting anyone. If you just fly a helicopter overhead and just drop gift cards to Outback Steakhouse. But then take your rifle, just have a gun rack, check your gun outside. Come on into Outback Steakhouse. The government could pay for the Outback Steakhouse gift cards. Come on in. If you want to invade our land, here's your Outback Steakhouse gift card. Check your guns at the door. Come in where it's warm. Play some music. That's a great idea. Nobody dies. I her Regan. I need to laugh today. I'm thinking of weird thoughts because I need to laugh today. Who here can tell some jokes? There's only 2 people watching. 15 likes and 2 people watching. I was thinking about cooking nachos today. What I like to do is get a ½ pound of beef and brown it in a pan, and then put the taco seasoning, and then just put it on top of the nachos. Or those, the chips, the corn chips, and refried beans, and sour cream, black olives, all that good stuff. You know what? Who had the best nachos was Denny's. And California, there was a Denny's. I used to always go there, and I would order the nachos. It was a big old plate of nachos that would satisfy my hunger. Big old plate of nachos. Or sometimes the breakfast, the Grand Slam, Denny's Grand Slam breakfast. Then when I'd go to the club would close at like 4 in the morning, and I'd see everybody at the club at Denny's. Everybody who was at the club would be at Denny's because there would be sobering up. Denny's. If you're hungover or drunk, I don't think that would be good for you. You probably, yeah. That's right. Sober up at Denny's. Get yourself a cup of coffee. It's funny, the wartime strategies. Sometimes it's sometimes it's just leaflets. They would drop leaflets. Have you been? No, I haven't. I have not been to war. My brother was. My brother was in the Marine Corps. He was deployed to Afghanistan, and his base was the target of some missiles, which was kind of scary for him. I guess war changes people. There's a lot of that post-traumatic stress, shell shock. Shell shock is a real thing. If you have the human nervous system is not made for bombs going off all the time. Bombs, rifles being shot around you and at you, and people would lobotomize soldiers. They'd say you were lacking moral fiber if you didn't want to fight in combat, if you didn't want combat anymore, because it causes you to break down. It's traumatic, very traumatic, being in a combat situation. It messes with the nervous system, psychologically. Yeah, that's why they draft people. They draft you, because nobody's going to willingly go to war. But you know what? It's all about too many people having too many kids. That's what's gross about the whole thing. And what they got to do is they got to reduce the population. They find weird ways to do it. Hi. Eddie's Fun House. We try to have fun, but it's hard. You got to fight for fun. You can't just have fun. You got to weed through all the gross, horrible, things that are reported to you all day, every day, that don't sound good. I envy those people who didn't have technology. The Pony Express, the Pony Express, how else? Everything was brought by mail. All the newspapers. You'd have to pick up a newspaper and read it to get the bad news. Now it's like you just turn on your radio, turn on your Wi-Fi connection, and you're just being piped. They're piping in all the bad news. They lied. I bet life was better without it. I know. We're losing IQ points. It's like we get dumber. The greater the technology, the dumber we get. We people to our neighbors. Yeah. We don't do that anymore. Well, I'm starting to do that. People my age or around my age, they still talk. We still talk to each other. Because we're of that time. We didn't have cell phones. We didn't have computers, home computers. We just You either looked at your mailbox to get a letter from a friend, or somebody would call you at home. Phone home. But now you could be walking down the street and somebody's calling you. Yeah, pen pals, then real friends. Yeah. You could have a pen pal in Saskatchewan. You could have a pen pal in Cabo San Luca if you write the right language. We could, but it would take some work. We get so used to technology and the conveniences. There's so many conveniences. It's hard to clean yourself. Yeah, different techniques. Just send somebody a letter and see what happens. Would that be nice? You open the mailbox and instead of seeing a bill, instead of seeing an offer, you get a letter from a friend. I do not have a cat. I have a cat that visits me. I sing Soft Kitty sometimes. Soft kitty, warm kitty, little ball of fur. Soft kitty, happy kitty, purr, purr, purr. That usually makes people relax. That's what they should do. When there's a tornado, instead of sounding the sirens, play Soft Kitty over the loudspeakers. Instead of hearing you would hear soft kitty, warm kitty, little ball of fur. By the way, there's a tornado coming. Hunker down. Let's have a look at your surroundings. There's not a lot to look at. There's just these pictures and a door. There's not a lot to look at. I'm in a spare bedroom. I'm making use of a spare bedroom. I'd like to have my own studio. A studio that's high security, soundproof, or maybe just a studio. Have a desk where I could put all my stuff on it. My fart gun, my flute, my jaw harp. Let's see it. You're not going to be amazed. There's just a bed off to the left. There's a bed, and then there's a Gatorade cooler. Then there's a window. Not much to see. People do that. Why do they want to let everybody know what's in their house? What if it's a neighbor? What if a neighbor sees you, sees what's in your house? Play the. What is that? Play the X? How old is everybody? Let's do a head count. Who's at home? Just mom. Me and my mommy. That's what we do at the end of the day. We try to wind down. We wind down because we've done all of our... We went to the grocery store today. You want to hear some flute? Let's play some flute. Let's play some flute. That's Freebird. 67 years young. That's you? You're 67? Congratulations. That's about it. What was that? I don't know. What did you hear? I don't have anybody in the trunk. That's a Sesame Street song. Stop whilst you're ahead. Yeah, I don't want to get too taken by. I don't want to get carried away. 2:30. Is that where it is? Is that the time where you are? Stop while you're ahead. Play some jaw harp. Let's play some jaw harp. Yeehaw! Sounds like a hillbilly hoedown. How long has it been since you've been to a hillbilly hoedown? Where people blow into a cider jug, play the washboard, and that wash tub, boom, 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 boom. That sounds like a cello. Ralph Harris played that. Really? Yeah. It sounds like a didgeridoo, doesn't it? Just a little bit. Ralph Harris. People try down. Just because we get around. You got video games on the mind, don't you? Ahmad, Mr. Ahmad. This is technology coming right at you. Get excited. Let's get excited. I wonder what's next. Holograms? They say we're living in a holographic universe. What's your views on the Ukraine? I think it's a puppet show. Well, not a puppet show. What do they call it? It's a distraction. It's a whole lot of nothing. Usually wars last about 5 years. I think World War II lasted 5 years. Yeah, it's just a lot of nothing. Oh, look at Zelensky. Oh, the Kremlin. Oh, somebody dealt a blow to Russia. They like to use the word bombshell. Bombshell. Oh, shocked. They like to use the word shocked. Yeah. Yeah, he's a comedian. He's supposed to be the president of Ukraine. Ukraine, I guess, is just a state. It's a state that was part of the Soviet Union. And Vladimir said, I want Ukraine to be part of the Soviet Union, or whatever Russia is now. Mr. Gorbachev, tear down that wall. You know, I guess it was premature. That's actually going on. Yeah, you're hearing what's actually going on in the background. Nothing. There's just a lot of, if you're talking about here, why, do you hear some noises? I turned down the TV because that's an agreement we have. My mother, soon she'll be getting a hearing test. Oh, the world. Yeah, it is. It's like, okay, this is what they want you to look at, but what's really going on is all the other stuff. Like this month, there's only 28 days in this month. It was always 29 days. They took away a day from February. Where did they do that while the Ukraine war was going on? They say, hey, let's just subtract a day. See if somebody notices. Who notices that there's now 28 days in February? I know, early. Who the hell has rent? You must pay the rent. But I can't pay the rent. It's funny how money is worth more than people. Nobody cares about people. It's like, pay that rent or we're going to kick you out. Yeah, it's a day early. That's horrible. What if you need an extra day? Then there's late fees. No more. I know, there's no compassion. It seems like that's our evolution, fellas. That's our evolution is we are not empathetic. We are no longer empathetic. All we care about is more money than anyone can afford. That's what causes the economy to collapse. Yep, strictly business. It's strictly business. Nothing personal. Just, I hope you don't mind sleeping in a tent. Or I hope you don't mind just sleeping in your car. They should start making, yeah, oh, and they wonder why suicide, if I can even say the word suicide, they wonder why it's on the rise. It's like, give me a reason why I shouldn't. Give me a reason why I shouldn't just go to the Golden Gate Bridge or the Brooklyn Bridge and just leap. Give me a reason why not. In Canada, they offer people that alternative. I forgot what they called it, but they give you an alternative. If you can't afford to live, if you just don't want to live anymore, you can't because I've got the fun house. It reminds me of that joke I heard. This guy saying, Doc, I just can't seem to get cheered up. I just can't seem to get happy. And then he says, or needed. Yes, I am needed. But then again, who watches the watchers. That's where that joke came from. He goes, I can't seem to cheer up. He goes, well, go see this clown, Mariani. He's the funniest clown. He'll get you cheered up in no time. And he says, Doc, I am Mariani. And it's like, oh my God. Yeah, that's what I need. I need a clown's clown, just to cheer people up. I can be the clown's clown. That's right. I am needed for this day and age. I could be what keeps people from jumping off the bridge. If you're thinking of jumping off the bridge, go to Eddie's Funhouse. He'll make you feel better by talking about all this other stuff that's going on. All this other stuff. That's the only war that's happening, isn't it? And also the war on cartels. They want to get rid of the cartels. And America is involved. America's involved with taking care of Mexico's problems. Again, America, America. That's what we did in Kuwait. Remember Kuwait? We should occupy our neighbors' and land and make us feel better. I know. Just to make us feel more secure. Go in there and just start occupying. That's what they did to Hawaii. I lived in Hawaii and I started to learn history, the history of Hawaii. We just basically came in and said, guess what? You're America now. They're trying to do that to Canada. I hope I don't sound anti-American because I don't want to be arrested for treason. But you got to think. You got to stop and think. What are we doing? They call it the American Empire. We're losing friends fast. Canada used to be our friend. Now they won't buy anything from us. It didn't take long, did it? It didn't take long for Canada to just go, what? Guess what? We don't like you anymore. You think it would take a little while for them to just hate us? Just a gradual hate. Tariffs. Ah, you know, they want to take us over. But you know what? Some people actually think of themselves as a country, a sovereign country. They have their own system. They have their own prime minister. But then I hear how much they don't like their prime minister. I love you too. I hope I haven't said anything dangerous yet. I don't want to be dangerous. I want to be a place where people can come and just have a good time. 'Cause it's all right. It's all right to have a good time. 'Cause it's all right. Thoughts on I like combination pizza. As long as I can keep my weight down. We have a doctor. That's right. I'm your doctor. I'm going to prescribe more laughter. That's right. Just come up to my window, pull right up. You don't even have to get out of your car. Hopefully you're not driving while you're watching this. I don't want you to be distracted. People tailgate a lot. Here in Georgia, ground beef and chili. That's right. Ground beef. That's what you call a cow that's laying down. Ground beef. You're a doctor. A doctor of psychology. You can be a doctor of anything. Just have that DR. The DR. You could be a doctor like Dr. Martin Luther King. Dr. Death. Remember Dr. Death? Who was that guy? He was Kevorkian. Kevorkian kind of sounds like cadaver, doesn't it? Kevorkian, cadaver. He wanted to give people a way out, and they just didn't want him to do that. Doctor-assisted suicide? That's the best way to go. They can swab you, check your blood pressure, and then just turn. All you had to do was turn a couple of knobs, and that was the end of your life. It gets messy, doesn't it? The suicide, or I can't even say suicide, can I? YouTube will flag you, I think, if you say that. So, why wait on some train tracks? I'm getting morbid, aren't I? I gotta watch what I think all the time. All the time. What do I think about all the time? I think about the truth. Could you imagine if we just knew the truth? If we just knew the truth. The world would probably be a much better place. Instead of just manipulating people, they tell you since you're a kid, from the time you're a kid, they tell you all kinds of stuff to just manipulate you, to keep you showing up to your job, keep you paying your rent. And then I hear from people who have been homeless, people who have been homeless for years. That'd be an interesting documentary, The Other Side of Homeless. What exactly is homeless? What if somebody lets you come in and take a shower? What if somebody comes in or lets you come in and eat a meal, and then you just go back to the park? That's what they need to do. It would save a lot of money if they would just put porta potties. Just strategically place porta potties. Or bathrooms. That way they're not using the bathroom everywhere. They're just using the bathroom in designated places. And benches, park benches. They could sleep on a park bench. Make it to where there's those roll top desks? Just have park benches that have a roll top. You can just pull it over you when it gets cold. If it's raining, you just pull the roll top. Roll top benches. At a certain time, that's when the people, the homeless people, just come into the park and lay down, go to sleep. They have porta potties ready. The tiny homes, they take away the tiny homes. Eddie's Funhouse. Let's have fun. Let's stop talking about roll top benches. But isn't it funny? You got to talk about things. No matter how dire they sound, you can always find humor. You're a doctor. You just said that. Oh, yes, I just read that too. Everyone, oh, there's two people. Hello, come on in. Welcome to Eddie's Funhouse. We're talking about the homeless situation. Something that shouldn't be happening to other human beings. I gotta look for that. I gotta look for what they call that. Are you bored yet? Should I play some more flute? Can we talk about Taco Bell? Have you been to Taco Bell? Have you been? How long has it been since you've eaten at Taco Bell? I guess I'm losing people. I'm losing viewers. I can feel my blood pressure going up a little bit. I gotta calm down and relax. Stop thinking about being homeless. It's always the thing that we don't want to happen that happens. Do you enjoy delicious ice cream? What are your cooking? Oh, I had rice. I had rice and chicken. We had chicken tenders, and I pulled apart the chicken tenders, and I mixed them in with rice. And then I put sweet and sour sauce. There's different kinds of sweet and sour. There's that sweet and sour that's red, and then there's like the McDonald's sweet and sour that's kind of a yellow. It's like a honey mustard kind of look to it. That's what I had today. I was gonna have nachos, but now I'm not so hungry. I ate leftover rice and chicken. My mom's appetite isn't what it used to be, so there's leftovers. I'll cook for both of us, and she'll nibble. I think she ruins her appetite. She buys cotton candy and graham crackers and milk and Triscuits with tuna fish, and she just eats all day. So why do you even need when you're nibbling all day long? And she just sits. I guess that's what happens when you turn 76 years old. You just want to sit and watch Lassie, watch Walker, Texas Ranger. We gotta laugh. Let's have some fun. I think we've forgotten how to have fun. We've forgotten how to have fun. It's a lost art. Fun is a lost art. We need to find it again. We need to find fun. What do you find fun? Watching people get older and older? What's left to do when you get old? What's left to do besides get older? Fall a few more times? Be it go to the emergency room a couple more times? The body can only handle so many falls. The body can only handle so many medication adjustments. That's what it's a series of medication adjustments and and being stitched after a fall. Oh my, I think that's what's going on. I just see too much of what I shouldn't have to see. It's a cruel invention, aging. Aging is a cruel invention. Who invented old and why? It's almost like your 3 minute warning before the game is over, or 2 minute warning. Yeah, it's like, okay, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. There's no plan. I've noticed that with aging, there's no plan. Husbands die, and then the wives are left to just sit in their houses all day. There's so many, just in this neighborhood, so many women whose husbands have died. They don't get remarried. And they're all by themselves. They have a cat or a little dog because they can't handle a big dog. They have to have like a chihuahua or a poodle, a little lap dog, a little puppy. And that's their only company. Their only company is that cat or that dog. I was just talking to somebody today. I was walking around with her, and there's no plan. We need to have a plan. When you hit 50, what do you do now? What do you get to do now? Go to a home that heavily medicates you? Wow, this is kind of like an oxymoron. It's an oxymoron. Eddie's Fun House. We talk about aging. We talk about homelessness. We talk about people jumping off of bridges. I guess if you have a sick sense of humor, you'd fit right in. But how do we deal with it? How do we deal with what we see all the time, what we hear all the time? That we can learn how to interject some laughter, interject some comedy. I think that's what it is. It's an art. We have to get it down to a science. When we start hearing things that trouble us, what do you do? What do you do when you're troubled? Do you start talking to strangers? Hopefully you don't follow you home. Hopefully they don't swipe your card when you're not looking. Listen to the radio. That's what you do. Listen to other people's stories, like Uber stories. I was listening to that yesterday. Yo, you were here earlier, weren't you? Yes. I guess there are more things to do than watch Eddie's Funhouse. Eddie's oxymoron, contradiction in terms. I came here to have fun. And you know what? We can have fun talking about horrible situations. What do we do? We got to have a sense of humor. We can listen to a funny sound. At least there's no mosquitoes. There are no mosquitoes. I was walking around today and I wasn't bitten once. I was not bitten once, and I'm so happy about that. Some people get malaria from mosquitoes. They're starting to breed mosquitoes that don't reproduce. That was one of the resolutions to the mosquito problem. No, what do they call dragonflies? Dragonflies eat mosquitoes. Dragonflies are voracious eaters. And praying mantises. Praying mantises eat all kinds of things. But mostly dragonflies. They keep down, and I think bats. They're growing bats here in the area, or at the park at least. They have little bat. I yes. Maybe if I did more of what people asked, like gave tours, I think that's why I'm losing people. I'm not doing tours because I don't want people to know what I have. It's nobody's business what I have because then people will judge me. Or people might want what I have and they'll come and nick my stuff while I go somewhere. Then on Google, Google is damaging. Google, they call it Google Street. They can see, they can look in your yard from Google Street. It's like they talk about privacy or privacy. This is the second day in a row when hardly anybody showed up. Second day. I think it's starting to lag. Like Victor always said, it's hey Rodolfo, hello my friend. It's been an hour and 26 minutes. I guess we're talking about how to stay happy. How do you stay happy? It's a challenge. It's a challenge just to stay happy. Just to laugh at stuff. I don't like being around people who don't like to laugh. If you don't like to laugh, I don't want to know you. So long. It's been good to know you. And I'm getting the freeze-ups. Why am I getting freeze-ups? That used to happen when I was outside. So long. It's been good to know you. 16 likes. If I had a jelly bean for every like, I'd have a handful of jelly beans. If I had a quarter for every like, I could probably buy a handful of jelly beans. See, we're laughing already. All it takes is a couple of dry jokes. What do you call a pile of cats? A meowton. Avoid too much contact with people. Limit yourself to people who really who I really like being around. I have to agree with that. The trick. You got to know tricks. You got to know hacks. Hacks to get through the day. Find more people who like doing what you like doing. And then there's personality conflicts. It's not enough just to deal with strangers and weirdos. Personality conflicts. Family are the worst. And your mom, you'll never forget. You'll never regret it. Just hang in there. Hang in there. Like that kitty cat poster. Who hasn't seen that kitty cat poster? It's a cat hanging on a rope. It says, hang in there. Yep. Hold on for one more day. I know somebody's going to turn around and make you want to say goodbye. Till then, baby, are you going to let him hold you down and make you cry? Don't you know things will change, things will go your way if you hold on for one more day. Family can be the worst. Yeah. Personality conflict. You know what? People need to pay attention to birth signs. Which birth sign are you compatible with? If you give birth to a Cancer, or if you give birth to a Leo, who's compatible? It's weird because it's a hit or miss thing. The FBI and the CIA I think they know which signs are going to do which crimes or commit which crimes. They pay a lot of attention to zodiac signs. And I'm freezing up again. Why is that? I'm 100% charged. My phone is 100% charged. And every time I move, it freezes up. How are you doing today? I need to start asking that of all my people. How are you doing today? Don't answer that. I was asked, we're all conditioned to say, I'm okay, I'm all right, no matter how not all right you are, no matter how not okay you are. You're supposed to say, I'm okay, I'm fine, how are you? It's like, how are you really? How do you feel? I feel the opposite of optimistic. Look at that, it's frozen again. Sometimes I guess I'm bipolar. I might be bipolar, undiagnosed, because some days I feel like things are going well, and about halfway through the day, I start to really doubt how well I'm doing or how well things are going. But then I might be a perfectionist because I do love my perfection. I do love when everything's going perfectly, just perfectly. All the bills are paid, everything's getting done. And as soon as something doesn't go right, that's when I sink. I start sinking. I'm melting. My beautiful wickedness. What a world. What a world. One of my bosses used to say that. Yeah, you don't like the rich into your machine. I love it when things go smoothly, and sometimes that doesn't happen. Maybe that's what triggers me. I get a trigger. Wasn't that Gene Autry? Gene Autry's horse? His name was Trigger. Happy trails to you. That shows my age. I think my mom probably watched Gene Autry. Yep, he was a cowboy. Some people remember when the radio. Let's talk about Bob Barker and his legacy. He likes to take care of animals. Bob Barker did a lot for animals. Bob Barker. Oh, the Price is Right. Yippee-yi-yay. Cow patty. Hi. Hey, it's Sophia. People have been asking where you are. And there you are. Oh my God, it's Sophia. That's right. You're like a celebrity. He was an animal love. Yes, he was. Lover. Animal lover. Bob Barker. You're the next contestant on The Price is Right. Hello, Duda. Everybody's showing up. It's like a dream come true. It's Mike D, the guy who likes to change his name a lot. Kind of shifty. It's kind of shifty when you change your name a lot. Some people have a lot of aliases. Hi, Skipper. Hi, Skipper. Skipper. The guy who played the Skipper. Yeah, we got the whole gang here. I knew if I stayed on long enough, if I stuck it out for the long haul, Dr. Skipper, Dr. Pepper. Yeah, I'm a Pepper, you're a Pepper. Wouldn't you like to be a Pepper too? Be a Pepper. Drink Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper is just carbonated prune juice. So if ever you're constipated, drink Dr. Pepper. It'll soften you up. That's what a doctor, my mom was asking about her oh my goodness. Sorry, gotta go. Hold on. I was taking a test, like a really hard test, up to 70. Wow. They're raking you over the coals. 2 second graders. It's like 4th grade test. Wow. I'm glad that's over. So hold on. Rodolfo says, Trevor, the only way to go to sleep is to sleep. Yeah, sleep. I used to have a lizard named Pepper. Bye. All right, Duda. My Duda. I thought so. It's like, my little sister had a rat named Susan. Not Trevor. A rat named Susan. A rat named Karen. Karens. There's a lot of Karens. There's also male Karens. There are. Yeah. There are a lot. That seems to be a thing now. But Susan was a boy. Welcome to Transgender Airlines. Check it all at the luggage compartment, or the luggage, yeah. Luggage retrieval. So yeah, I've been studying for the test. That's where you've been. People have been asking, where's Sophia? Mary had a little lamb. Mary had a little lamb, and it was delicious. Good for you, Sophia. So did you do well, you feel? Tests can be nerve-wracking. In Japan, they have bars on the windows to stop people from jumping out. In Japan, yes, they have bars on the windows where the tests are taken because people would jump out the window. We miss you, Sophia. Yeah, so tests can be quite harsh on the psyche. I could have had a V8. V8 used to be a vegetable drink. Now they're making fruit drinks. They don't taste that well. V8 fruit drinks. They tried it mango. Mango is an acquired taste. I'm glad you could all be here today. Tomorrow is the new moon. We need Sophia. Me making a strawberry salad. Strawberry salad? I like strawberries. I like to dip them into chocolate syrup. Look at that, freezing again. Oh, I'm freezing again. The sun is setting. It's twilight time. Dr. Skipper. Hee, Dr. Skipper. Hee. Heavenly shades of night are falling. It's twilight time. Again, it's Wednesday. We're in the middle of the week. What do? We try to... It's not like the Sunday scaries. I don't like the Sunday scaries. It's like phantoms that come to haunt you. The Sunday scaries. It's amazing the shadows you see. When you look out the window, you see shadows. When the twilight falls. They're talking about getting rid of daylight savings time. We'll all have to go to standard time. Wouldn't that be nice? If we could just stay on standard time. The day won't seem so long. Oh, the sun sets at 9 o'clock. No, it's only 8 o'clock. The sun rises around 7, I've noticed. 7 o'clock this morning I woke up, and the sun was already out. I remember I had to show up at 7 o'clock. Wow, look at that, it's freezing. What state do you live in? Wow, why do you need to know? That's an interesting question. She lives in Nebraska. Do you live in Nebraska? Why am I thinking of Nebraska? Wouldn't it be nice if you live where no one knows? No one knows where you are. You could just live in a cabin somewhere, or you could with a well. You can dig up some well water, or scoop up some well water. Not in a city, Eddie. The state could have 20 million people. That's right. A state. A city. Live in a city. Freezing. Why is it doing that? My phone is fully charged. It shouldn't be doing that. We built this city on rock and roll. We built this city. We built this city on rock and roll. Remember Rat? Around, what comes around goes around. Thoughts on Dr. Skipper? Why can't you just stay with Mike D? Mike D. Why do you need to keep changing your name? Are you trying to elude the authorities? Are you trying to bypass? Trying to elude? I like that. Elude the authorities by changing your name. Oh, I live South America. Wow. So you're way away. You're like South America. I'm sorry, South America. Costa Rica? Where is that? Mexico? Mike D will return in 2 days. I had to wait like 10 days. I think there's a 14-day waiting period. You can change your name. Well, I guess it's time to end. I hope this wasn't lagging. I hope more people watch my shows. Watch my previous show. Not many people watched my previous show. Wait, so you are Mike D, Dr. Skipper. No, don't end. Yes, princess. Are you a princess? So you like my show that much? You don't want it to end? Mike D is making a grand finale in 2 days. Don't stop me. Don't stop calling me that. Stop calling me that. Oh, princess. We won't call you princess. Do you hate being... Look at that. It's freezing up. It's hit or miss. I wonder what's causing that to happen. It's hot in here. It's getting hot in here. Look at that. It's freezing again. I'm going to have to give my phone a rest. Maybe it's heating up. I think my phone is... No, it's not heating up. I need a new phone. Oh, Lord, please give me a new phone. Oh, you... Please stop calling her what she doesn't like to be called. Bye, Eddie Spaghetti. Eddie Spaghetti. Eddie Spaghetti. Eddie Machete. Depending on how the day goes. It could be Eddie Spaghetti or Eddie Machete. Who uses a machete to cut through red tape. I want a girl with a short skirt and a long jacket. I want a girl who uses a machete to cut through red tape. Do not end. Well, come earlier. I'll have to. I start whenever I can. Oh, I don't want my back to hurt. There's 3 people watching. Elmo loves you. Elmo has become quite controversial. I'm having trouble talking sometimes. I wonder if that's a sign of dementia. Maybe I'm becoming demented. Dementia. Premature dementia. You leaving? I don't know. I guess I'll be here now. That my camera keeps freezing up. Look at that. Looks idiotic. Idiotic. I think I should. I need to give my phone a rest. I don't want it to start malfunctioning. School end at 3:10. And at place and at you place is 2 hours ahead. Okay. It's 2 hours ahead. So I'd have to start maybe at 1 o'clock. So you could be off at 3 hours ahead. Will suit will me 5 when you star you leaves in your state. Yep, I am in Georgia. So I am on Eastern Standard Time. And I'm freezing up again. Eastern Standard Time. Maybe when you get home from school, you can send me a comment. Leave a comment saying, hey, I'm off school, or I'm out of school. They finally let me out of school. So let's do this. And I'll see how I can accommodate. If I can. I have to be in the right mood to do this. It takes a lot to just sit in front of a camera and stay in the shot and not have it freeze like that. I keep freezing. That's not good. That's bad. That's bad PR. We're dope as PR. We're dope as PR. I'm starting to lose it. It's getting hot in here. I think it's the lights. The lights are making it hot in here. I guess I can see everybody tomorrow? What do you say? It's been almost 2 hours that I've been sitting here without a break. I haven't had a break in 2 hours. It's time to get out of this costume. Death to Smoochie. I guess I can... Sure. All right then. I have your approval. Submit it to your approval. Bye. Goodbye. Goodbye, Rodolfo. Goodbye, Mike D. Mike D, if he could stick to his name. All right then. Here we go. This is the end, friend.